Good afternoon and welcome to Windy Hill Kennel. I'm Kathy Grandstaff and you are watching us from Windy Hill Kennel in Ohio. I have a couple things. If you have never seen us before, if you hit the subscribe button, you will always be notified when we have a litter of puppies. And my mind's totally kind of blank. So today we're down here with Cricket's puppies. There is 3 little jewels that are all boys. And these guys will be, oh, my brain just left my body. In 2 days, they're going to be 3 weeks old. So in 2 days, which would be Friday, they're going to get dumped out on the floor. Right now, they're in their whelp box. So their 3-week birthday is always their graduation day, where they come out of the whelp box and they go onto the floor. Are you all going to turn around for me? And they go on the floor. So that'll be their graduation day. It'll be Friday. So she's got 1 Merle, and this one's going to end up buff, and this one's going to end up a little bit darker buff. It will not be this color when it's a full grown. Are you going to hide your face? Well, all right. I just need to keep you in the general spot so I don't get you rolling off my table. So we're going to start with this one. This one is $21.93. And this one is a chocolate, but it's not a chocolate. You don't have a black nose. You have a black nose, so it's not a chocolate. But to look at it, you'd think it's chocolate, but it's not. So under this coat, you can see there's a lighter color coming, and that's going to be the adult color. So it will not be as creamy as this one's going to be, but it's going to be a lighter, buffy, beigey color than this one. But this is not a chocolate because he has a black nose. They all have beautiful coats. They've got super thick coats, lots of, like, they're getting their little waves and tufts in right now. They had a bath this morning. The girls have been, they're all waterlogged. They've been bathing dogs all morning. I think we did every puppy on the place. And so they're all clean, they're all fuzzy, they're all smelling good. They get a weekly bath when they're with us. So next week we do a rinse and repeat again. Keeps the babies cleaner. It also gets them used to being bathed. We use an all-natural shampoo called Puppy Tears. If you've never used it, or if you're someone watching and have dogs, it's a phenomenal shampoo. It comes from a company out of California, and it's 60% concentrated, and it's a great shampoo. We've used it for probably 20 years. You can bathe your puppy 5 days a week if you want to. You're not going to dry their coat out. It is no sodium and no detergent in it. And it's great. It makes great bubble bath for kids too. So let's go ahead. We're going to weigh him. And we're going to see what he weighs. Oh, it doesn't. It helps if I turn the scales on though. All right, let's turn the scale on. There we go. Now we're going to weigh it, see what it goes. Okay. 1 pound, 8.6 today. There you go, Munchkin. All right, we're going to lay you down. And this one is microchip number 2192. And this is the one that's turning buff. You can see underneath there how light this puppy is. So this will be, and the color on the back, that will be the last thing that changes on this puppy is when the buff goes all the way from the hair on the back, and that will change. So this one will all be buff when it's older. It's got a little bit of, some of the dark around the muzzle may stay dark. I can't guarantee it. But I know on the toes, there is black hair on the tips of these toes. Oh, I know. So there may be a little bit of the highlight of the black left when it gets a little bit older. I see you. You're a fat little stinker. I'll make sure I chipped it. I know I did. Yep, 21.92. And this one is 1 pound, 9.8. They're so fat they can't hardly walk. They kind of drag themselves along the material when we've got them down here. The same, they're on carpet upstairs, so they kind of drag themselves along the carpet. So this little gem is a blue merle. Got lots of really pretty merle coloring. It's got that blue-gray combo with the black spots. And this one has merling on both ears as well, not just black ears. This one, I do not think will have blue eyes. I think they're going to stay dark. He's got a black nose And his little belly has a little bit of tan up here. He is a phantom. So he's going to have the light colored brown on the back legs, light on the front. He'll have the lighter eyebrows that you can see starting to come in on both sides. And he'll have the light brown inside his ears, which he already has that in there. So he will be a blue merle phantom. And this guy is $21.95. And we are at 1 pound 6.8. This one's washing the other guy's ears. So, that kind of gives you an idea how they're doing. Everybody is really, they're all even. There's not a whole lot of difference in them. A little bit smaller on this guy maybe. But once they get up and move around, then they just start changing because they work off some of this baby fat. And Cricket is a helicopter mom, so she's with them all the time. And she has a freak out when we take them away from her. So she'll be so glad to see them come back upstairs when they get up there. So if you have any questions on these guys, there is no waiting list. You're welcome to give me a call. I can answer any questions you might have. Or shoot me a text, but please don't email me because you probably won't get a response until maybe a week later when I get time to look at my email. So I hope you have a great rest of your week. We are on hump day today. And have a safe one. And I hope you've enjoyed their video. And we'll see you next week.